Okay, we are back with the Phoenix Wright Marathon, and we shall finish this case once and for all.
Take two, of course.
Take two! Because NS screw up with the dazzle, and that's what happens when you screw up with the dazzle.
This time it's in a safe place now.
Oh god, you don't know how much time this actually took to record last time.
Yeah.
God, it took like 2 hours and a half. Jesus Christ on the
Let's
bike.
get going.
Okay, fine.
This is the defendant lobby, alright. But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emmett for that matter? It almost seems as if...
Something has been happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Aha! This time I didn't get the voice wrong!
Edward!
Knowing you already figured it out. Who's the owner of the 77's ID number is?
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch.
I also have a hunch.
Yeah. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
I think
Well,
everyone
Edward always figures out.
that's really hard to
Yeah.
figure it out.
Anyway.
You know, the only reason this is the trial didn't reach the video yesterday is because there was zero room of doubt on this ID record. If that number does belong who you suspect, then no doubt it will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all the doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. On the defendant file 5 minutes after the trial starts, Lana will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it!
I figured you'd say that as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
Thanks a lot. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her.
The truth.
Everything goes back to the SL9.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past, like we did with DL6.
That depends on you. Oh snap. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
Fine.
See you in court, wrong. Oh god.
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gat has on her, it's now. Right now!
Time is here, the time is now. February 25, 10 AM, District Courtroom, number 9.
How many courtrooms there are?
No.
The court is now in section for the trial of Mr. Escape. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Indeed. The prosecution is ready.
Yes. Normally this is where the prosecution puts forward its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Chief Gat. Oh god, what's he gonna do now?
Well, we're gonna wait until I throw my cell phone again.
Morning, folks! How's everyone doing? Hey, Archie, been back to the pool yet? No, I ain't been drowning enough as it is in my work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours?
I'll just answer, goddammit!
God damn it, I'm gonna throw the cell phone at you! I swear to God!
It's so funny even at the second day. Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what?
She wants to speak directly to the court, can you hear?
Yeah, having heard what she tends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Fine.
Fine, put her on the stand. It's not like she's gonna try to end the trial right now. What's this about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like to put an immediate end to this trial.
Oh,
God damn it!
Huh?
I confess all the charges against me. February 21
Stop that!
of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman.
Oh,
He was a good man indeed.
Yeah.
In the underground Watt prosecutor office. Did I do that joke in the first tape actually?
No, Lana! What the hell happened? Douchebag! Yay! I had to do it. You lose the internet!
And you lose an objection.
Yeah, I did. You can't! Your Honor, the defense's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your service.
Biggie Mo! But Lana!
Your Honor, I hereby forbid my right to an attorney. Why?
Big email.
Okay, that makes sense. Why are you gonna say that for the whole day? The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but is to soon improve leads the case its testimony circumstantial evidence. Who cares about that? I'd like to render your verdict now, if you please.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is a representative situation.
Indeed.
Indeed, it appears there is no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It is happening. It appears that I put a is right. This court finds the defendant.
Objection!
I object your objection of the... One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt.
Yes, you're right.
Any ruining of the stage would certainly be a premature.
Come now, Wardy. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy, keep your mouth shut? Oh boy.
I'm gonna say that you're gonna be shocked more than one time today. I don't think I cared for your taunt, Chief Gant. No,
what?
No, serious, I don't care. I'm not
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive boy that you would have me be.
Yes.
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal. Not if your operations you do, Wardy.
Huh. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change the first witness.
Oh? To whom? Oh, sorry.
And
No,
don't
that's
press
go.
B.
Sorry.
As it's the first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky.
Yeah.
I request the court to hear her testimony. Hold it! Mr. Edward, I'm his person by a right to self-representation, who cares? Don't think we need a I don't care what you think, Miss Sky.
Oh, snap.
This disclosure of the truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth might be, it would be even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Ah, that's a nice line.
Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gate? Woody, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Yeah, you're only gonna be shot today, who
Who
cares?
cares?
Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
Now that's a great way to start.
Yeah.
Now then, witness, please state your name and profession or occupation. My name is Emma Sky. My occupation is I'm Lena's middle sister, and I want to be an investigator. Yeah. 2 years ago, you encountered a serial killer, Joe Dark, of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about it, though.
No.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Well, okay then. You sure came in fast.
Well, that was stupid. Now, please testify about what happened to the 2 years ago. I mean, 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial.
Time to cross-examine stuff. 2 years ago. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running and took me hostage. Neo Marcel rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw that instant.
Sure you.
The man raised a knife and stabbed Mr. Marcel in the chest.
Yeah. It's a good thing you weren't armed.
I passed out Don't remember much.
Then why are you saying this? That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgewood, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
Yes, to do with everything. That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. Your Honor.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well, the defense may begin cross-examination.
Indeed.
Alright, press stop.
And by pressing, we're gonna start with the fourth statement.
Yeah, I can press A, I remember now. Hold it! I remember now. Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on dark just then. The lights went out.
The lights?
I was about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on. Lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out? Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Yep. Right, but just then the lightning flashed again outside. Then it suddenly flashed left an unforgettable image of the scene of my mind.
I see.
Told the detective about that, what I saw.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge in that case.
Detective Bruce Goodman, the victim? Hear more.
Yeah, let's hear more.
So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yeah, indeed. Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw. Yes, but at the time the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well,
Indeed.
Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Oh, let's ask about the picture. Which picture the witness drew? I believe it has a very important meaning.
Indeed.
Oh, goddammit.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added a statement to your testimony?
Indeed. Yes, Your Honor.
Say the statement, please.
Okay, I drew a picture that seen once, but it seems he have been lost.
Let's present that now.
Yes, the evidence list.
Yeah,
and let's check.
Let's examine just to remind everyone. There you go. See? There's the picture.
Yeah.
The picture is this. So, present!
There we go.
Now I can press B, that's good. Mr. Edgeworth, this little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you still insist on denying its existence?
Hey, I'm not the bad guy.
Oh, sure, no, wait.
All I'm saying is that the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold!
Behold the evidence.
This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident?
Indeed.
Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? Turn it... what's this? Hey, a pretty picture.
That's a pretty well drawn picture for Emma. Yes, what is that? Hey, that's the picture I drew. And this is the sun writing on my eyes. Yay!
Indeed, two men appearing to be wrestling here. No, I'm not gonna do that joke again.
What's the meaning of this? Yeah,
it means nothing.
What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only prosecutor in charge should have access to this list.
These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? What?
Order! Who'd have thought the picture would have been drawn on the back of the list?
That was handed to Detective Goodman in the questioning room.
Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Hold on a minute. Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Or is a bugging from your head?
Yes.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
Yeah, that might be true.
Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see.
Oh,
God.
Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? Yeah.
Sorry, Your Honor. There's something wrong on that back of my list. This thing.
Oh, no. We're not gonna do that, are we?
Oh God.
That's that thing! That thing that was dancing in the evidence room! God damn it, it has a name, god damn it!
Apparently the head of the criminal affair used this for his blueprint.
I guess he was out of scrap paper! Oh, sorry. So it's been updated, now we have 2 of them. But anyway, witness, will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she saw the picture.
Well, wouldn't you, NS?
I would. Emma's picture!
This picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see was shadows. After that, I must have faded. This picture shows exactly what I saw that instant.
Yeah, it does, alright. To think a flash of lightning could put such an image in your mind. Thanks to that thought, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin cross-examination. As you heard from his sarcasm, we have to present something on the last statement.
Exactly.
Press A, press A, press A.
Okay, we have to present Neil's autopsy.
Neil Marshall's autopsy report.
Yes.
It says stab in the back, knife from punctured heart and lung, a knife tip was in the wound.
Indeed, but the tip was already broken.
So that's a big contradiction there. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
A blatant contradiction, how dare you. What? But I still remember just like it was yesterday, or was it?
Was it? Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? The knife!
Yep.
I have to point to the knife. Here.
Yep.
Hold on.
A.
I know it's A.
Then why you took so long to press it A?
I had to put on the sender. The concentration. What am I saying? I'm concentrating, of course. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. In fact, you don't even have to look closely to see that.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See, the murder weapon. Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
Indeed. It was a conclusive piece of evidence. It proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
Why is the phone ringing?
Because it's always ringing. Don't you know the rules?
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
Hopefully the phone is not for me this time. Seriously. Where could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. What's the meaning of this?
It means that windows are not made to be opened. Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand, and I have no clue what I was talking about back there.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body.
Indeed.
If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
Indeed.
That's right, but what does this mean?
It means absolutely nothing. The tip of the knife was unstable discovery in the victim's body.
That's undeniably what you said there. Oh my god.
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. I don't pay attention, NS. Why are you paying attention? Stop paying attention. The only possible explanation is the witness memory is mistaken.
No, it's not. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain the inconsistency, whatever.
Yeah, you said it right. Okay, not so fast, Mr. Edward. There is another explanation.
Yes.
Have you forgotten already about a little something called falsified evidence?
Are you trading on thin ice, right?
Yes, I am. All I'm saying is that this broken knife might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Ah!
God damn it. Oh my god, Edgewood is scared now. You lose the internet! Order! Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. Fine. Do it! Police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. That crappy thing.
Yeah, the crappy thing imagery.
After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gatt. But obviously, everything went wrong.
Of course.
Questioning, Joe Dark fled the room.
Apparently, he ran away from a freaking police department. How is that even possible?
Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark.
Yeah, that's the best police department ever. They went to escape the prisoners.
And
yeah.
I believe that somewhere in this story there is a lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. If that's true, then there's no other way you've found it around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon.
Uh-oh.
There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of there being two broken knives?
Indeed.
Another broken knife besides Joe Dark. Could there have been one?
Yes.
There is another one. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright?
In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon.
Now we have to show the photo of Gant team.
Here.
Yep.
Take that! Because that's a license in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture.
As you can see, the knife is broken on that statue. This picture of the award ceremony. Oh!
What is it, Mr. Edgewood?
It's the broken murder weapon, and as you can see in the statue, it doesn't have the knife anymore.
Yeah. Notice the award Prosecutor Marshall is holding. Yep, there you go.
That's the broken knife.
As we early concluded, the knife in the picture was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood this award.
Yay!
Shut up! Now will you lose the internet again?
Not the internet.
Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given his broken shield and the broken knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. His broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
Indeed. But that can be.
It can be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth?
Because if the King of Prosecutor Award knife was the murder weapon, then the murder and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, the man raising the knife would have been the prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh.
Oh! I get it.
You lost the internet!
Oh god.
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here? Someone's brainwashing us.
It's all your fault, NS. It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions, like always. Hold it!
What?
Wait, I remember now. I remember everything.
Sure you do.
Of
With
course.
this?
Mr. Edgeworth! What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
Is this? One with that bitch scribbled on the back? Oh god, we gotta do that now, aren't we?
Yep.
Well, I gotta so screw up now.
In a few minutes, actually.
Yeah.
After the cross-examination. Anyways, I knew it! This picture. I am the one who drew it. What?
You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn off at the time. I drew it for this picture.
Yeah, I like this song. It's awesome.
All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. And I must have a look at this portal wave deep inside me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you recall, Miss Sky?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger. This should be interesting. And I'm sweating.
As always.
And was recollection.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the Blue Badger. It wasn't in the room, but sure, I saw his shadow.
Oh, sure you did.
Indeed.
This is certainly most unusual.
Try impossible. The head detective criminal affairs didn't even design him until this year.
Exactly.
He was lazy back on the time.
That would mean he didn't even exist.
It was an employee back on the time.
Yeah. Yes, but the best way to begin cross-examination.
Stop, please! Don't pursue any further!
Oh God, Lana, stop being emo! What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
But you can't do this. I have already confessed to the crime.
Oh, shut up.
Why can't you just leave it at that?
Shut up.
Shut up! Chief Prosecutor Sky. We already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Exactly. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter.
Indeed.
Finally.
Okay, here we have to press everything.
Oh God.
Well, it had to eventually happen. I mean, you do this pretty much in all these cases.
Yeah.
So you had to do it
When
eventually.
you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark?
Yes, at least I think it was him.
You think?
All I could really see were shadows. The power outage immediately preceded the accident. It's also documented in the prosecutor's office reports.
So then you... Yeah, next.
I panicked.
Why would you do something so dangerous?
Because I'm stupid. What else could I have done? It was about to stab Mr. Marcel.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife.
But we just theorized that Mr. Marcel was holding the knife. Which means she probably proved Marcel. Oh shit! Well, I didn't know that at the time. When Dark Guy knocked me down, and yeah, all I know, I think it was I have got to help Mr. Marcel. Yeah, boring.
Oh my God, now that sounds funny. What do you mean, you think?
It's all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. That's what I did. It's all kind of blur. In a matter of just a few seconds, Miss Sky was almost killed than she witnessed. A murder about to take place. A little disorientation is only natural. I saw a man about to stab the person who I thought I'm getting confused reading all this stuff, Mr. Marcel. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then what happened next? The last one? No, it's not.
No.
After this is the last one.
Yeah.
Are you sure about this?
Of course. I see. I even do a picture of him here. But the head detective criminal affairs thought her up of this hideous beast. And that it was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable, or whatever. I know this sounds strange, and I was surprised too when I saw it in the police department. I had a nagging feeling I had seen him before. Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother, just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion, it was worse. Tell us, where did the Rubens team dancing?